So here we have stunning Oli tenor ukulele. This is the X3 TTSWT. Lots of letters. I'll go ahead and break it all down. So, tenor size, beautiful top. I thought it was mahogany. It's one of those that you go by color and you're like, oh, it looks like mahogany or a interesting koa color. No, this is spruce, and yes, spruce can look like this. I didn't even know it can look like this until tonight. Um, so I like to think of it like this is like super torrefied spruce, but this is a torrefied spruce top. But it just has such a dark color. I mean, I didn't even know it can get this dark, but beautiful torrefied spruce here on the top. Gloss finish all over, so it's really nice, especially the lighting here. It just really, you can, from me on my side, I can capture all that medullary rays, all that silky texture in the spruce, especially like over here. It's really beautiful. And then it's paired nicely with beautiful walnut wood here on the sides and back. Really nice. You can see some of the darker lines, a little bit of the red, and some other different colors all over the back. And here on this side, nice little side sound port right there. And then it's binded with some Macassar ebony as the back end strip right here, as well as the binding on the bottom and the top of the instrument, and some smaller details or finer details like the slate wood purfling that runs along the Macassar ebony on the binding, as well as on the back or on the outsides here on the back end strip. And then coming to the front, again, you still have that binding right here. Got more of that wood purfling that wraps all the way around the instrument. On the outside of the rosette, as well as on the inside of the rosette, more of that Macassar ebony. And then right here on the side, you have an arm bevel. So for me, I like to hold my instrument at like a 45-degree angle, being classically trained. So for me, kind of hold it like this. And for me, I can go ahead and still capture that kind of top part of the bevel, so I'm still comfortable playing and setting up like this. If you hold your instrument more in this orientation because you have a strap or you like to hold it like this, you still get to capture the bottom part of that bevel, just like that. And then I feel like a lot of ukulele players hold their instrument kind of like this, so you get to fully take advantage of that right there, that whole surface area of the arm bevel. So very smooth, very comfortable. And if you love to play ukulele every day for hours on end, or you have 3-hour gigs like me, you're comfortable the whole time. You're not going to have any marks on your forearm right there. So nice feature. And then more Macassar ebony on the bridge, the fretboard right here, on the headstock. Really nice streaks here on the headstock with the ebony. The Oli logo right there. No fret markers per se on the front of the fretboard, but here on the side you do have your fret markers, 5, 7, fret 10, 12, and then fret 15 right there. It's 14 frets to the body, so where the neck joins the upper bout of the instrument, so your 12th fret is right there where the harmonics are. And this instrument does have a radius fretboard, and I do love playing with radius fretboards. I do think it makes a difference when you're playing your bar chords or you're playing your more complicated chords, so love to see it. And then here on the back of the instrument, satin finish neck, all mahogany wood, Goto UPT planetary tuners in gold and the black buttons. Some of the best tuners you can put on your instrument. Super easy to use, very easy to turn, tune, and it's very accurate. So love to see it. And yeah, just a beautiful instrument. I like walnut. I own an ukulele that has a walnut back and side, so nice to see it on this. And yeah, I love to see Torrefied spruce that can get this dark of a color, but this set itself is just really beautiful. Again, that silky texture just really apparent on this set of wood. Really, really beautiful. Now going into the sound of this, this is, again, an X bracing, so underneath it's going to look pretty much like that. And the sound, it is skewed slightly to the brighter side, but I would say I do play with nails, so it could be that. But as like with all the Olis that I've sound sampled and played, you just get, some of the cleanest sounds from these instruments. Super resonant, very good volume and projection. The sustain and the vibrato is beautiful. But you get a lot more of that higher frequencies, the treble frequencies on this instrument with that treble or that torrefied spruce top. nice pronounced low ends. But yeah, for a fingerstyle player like me, very beautiful bell-like kind of tone you're gonna get. So just depending what you're looking for, you know, if you want that kind of sound, this is the instrument. It's really nice. Wow. Wow. Damn. That thing slaps. So let's go ahead and do a sound sample. So I'll do some strumming just so you folks can hear what that sounds like by itself, and then I'll go into doing some fingerstyle. So here we go. Key of F. Here's some fingerstyle.